So let's continue working with this object constructor, and we're gonna see how you can inherit this functionality into a different object. We're gonna remove all this code from here. Save this. And we're gonna create a different object at the bottom. So let's say that we have a client object here and we want to create a second object called business. And the only thing that is different between this business and this object is that the business will require some extra properties here, but we want to reuse the same methods. So you can create something like this, function. Then you call this, I'm gonna call this business. And then we're gonna open the curly braces. So you can see here on the top we have name and balance. Then we have this name and balance. These are going to be applied when you create a new instance. So for example, Juan is going to be passed right here. Then it's going to be passed into this function, and then it's going to be attached to the property. So let's say for business, we want the name, the balance, a phone number, and also a category. So instead of copying this, for example, copy this and paste, because we have name and balance, in the case where you are inheriting from another object, you can remove this, you can use a function. So the code is going to be like this. We're gonna call the parent, which is going to be a client right here. This is going to be the same name as we have here. And then we're gonna use a dot, and we're gonna use the method call. Then we're gonna refer to this, because this is going to be the client, and we're gonna pass the properties that we want to inherit. In this case, it's going to be name and balance. So we're gonna add comma, name, comma, balance. In the case of the phone and the category, we are not inheriting this, so we're gonna add this, that phone equals phone, and this dot category equals to category. So these are new properties, but these ones, we're gonna inherit this. So basically this code is going to add this same code right here. This and this are going to be the same, but the idea is that you use this code to extend the properties from the client constructor. So next, let's create a business. We're gonna create a new instance. So we're gonna add const business. Business is going to be equals to a new business. In this case, you can see this one takes 4 parameters. So we're gonna pass the name, is going to be, for example, Udemy. Then we're gonna give a good amount of money. They are very rich. Then we're gonna add a phone number, and the category is going to be education. So then we're gonna send this to the console.log business. And let's open this. You can see we have the balance, we have the category, we have the name, and we also have the phone. So you can see that this code that is calling the name and the balance is working, is printing everything just fine. So let's print, for example, this client info. Let's add another line, console.log business, and we're gonna add client info. Save this, and you can see that it says the business client info is not a function. So we need to inherit also the prototypes. And right here, we're gonna add inherit client info. Inherit the prototypes actually. We're gonna add business. That prototype is going to be equals to object that create. And then we're gonna add the client, which is going to be the main class, client, the main object, and then we add prototype. Save this, and now you can see that we have name, and it says Udemy, then we have the balance, and then we have the membership. So adding this code, we're going to inherit all these different prototypes into this new business object. So open this, open right here, and then open the proto. You can see that we have object right here, and also we have client right here. So we can add the following code. We're going to return the constructor as business. So we're going to add business. We're going to add a dot. Prototype constructor is going to be equals to business. So save this and open this again. And now you can see if I expand this, you can see now we have the constructor as a business. So now this is going to apply this constructor right here. So finally, let's say that you want to create a new method, or you want to override one of these. You can copy, for example, this one, and right here, maybe right here, instead of having client info, you want to add something like business info, and you want to expand this. You can add something like a category, and right here, comma, category. And this is going to refer to this dot category. This is going to be from the new business object. And we also have this font, so we're going to add font equals to $, and open the braces, this dot font. And right here I'm going to expand this. Here I have a problem. I'm going to call this, should be like this. We're going to rename this to business, and we're going to rename this method over here. So save this, and you can see now we have Udemy, balance, membership, the category, and the font. And we have a new method attached to this object that is going to inherit from this main object. So this one, business info, is going to be a method only available for the business object. If you want to override a method, you can call this with the same name right here also, and you can see that this way we're going to override that method, but you have to add the same name. And there are two ways: or you create a new one, or you can override a previous one. So this is how you create an object that is going to inherit the properties and methods from another object. You can see that I added this object create function. So in the next video, let's see what is this object that create.